Cassidy, listen, would you stop trying to come into this house looking for money? I can tell that's all you want from us. Especially because you just scream parasite. Mimi, I have no intentions of coming into your family to take any money. I just want to marry your brother because I love him a lot and want to be with him for the rest of my life. You liar! You only want to be close to all of us because you know about my family's company and that we have a lot of money right now. And if you want the proof, just take a look at yourself in a mirror. You look like the most moneyless and sad person I've ever seen. I'm sure you're always praying to be given money when you're not on the streets begging. You're calling me poor then? I thought that I looked pretty good in all of my designer clothing. Can't you see that everything I'm wearing is branded clothing? Huh? But you're always coming over here wearing that hoodie and sweatpants like a good-for-nothing shut-in. None of that clothing could possibly be from a good brand, and what woman wears clothing like that anyway? Did you give up on being a woman or something? I just happen to like this style of laid-back, casual clothing. I didn't start wearing all of this just to be called poor and sad by you. I mean, you can call me that all you want, I guess, but I'm just in this type of clothing all the time because it suits me. Then that means it's over for you now. If your sense of fashion is failing you, then there really is no hope anymore. But of course, the fact you have no money doesn't help you any, since that's the only type of clothing you can really afford to wear now. So go right ahead, keep saying that you like that style of clothing, but deep down, everyone already knows you're struggling and will never escape financial hell. How about you stop judging me so much, Mimi? What you just said is not true at all. Anyhow, I will not allow you to become married to my older brother with you looking like that. I am telling you, you are not fit to be standing next to my brother as his wife, okay? Say that all you want, but him and I are already engaged and ready to marry. I've also spoken with Chris's parents about us getting married, and they are both completely on board with it. Huh? You're calling my brother by his first name now? There's no way this is happening. He's my fiancé, though. What else should I be calling my fiancé besides his name? I literally cannot believe what is going on here. You are acting way too friendly with my brother already. Acting like you're actually his fiancé or something now? Well, I am his fiancé, so you don't have to say that I'm acting like one when I'm the one he's chosen to put the ring on. This is only being allowed to happen because both of my parents are really kind and super successful people. I know that they couldn't say no to a poor person like you, and that's the only reason you've been led into thinking you're getting married to my brother. Deep down, both my mom and dad are crying over the fact that they see some useless woman wanting to be with their son. Even if they really are upset about this, they told me they were happy that we planned on getting married, and that's all we needed. Dang it! You really are too selfish. Jesus, all of my family is way too kind to all you lowlifes. I have to make things right here once and for all, or else we'll be taken advantage of by people like you. Stop saying such ridiculous things like that, Mimi. Tell me right now, what about me do you not like? And please be reasonable this time. I hate everything about you. Nothing about you is on the same level as my wealthy family, so you will never be able to fit in here. Your face, your style, your clothing, the way you speak, who gave birth to you, all of it is at the bottom rung of the ladder. It all just screams lowlife. You did a good job fooling my brother into loving you, but I will not be tricked, you witch. Mimi, that kind of thinking is very biased and hurtful. There you go. Now you're trying to preach to me about things like bias just because you're older than me. God, everything about you is inferior to my family. I can just smell your inferiority coming through my phone's screen right now. I knew my senses were too good. Get out of my sight right now, you lowlife trash. Excuse me, Mimi. I don't care what you think you're doing, but this is stepping way out of line now. I only just bought this car a little while ago. What? What are you talking about, Cassidy? You're asking me that? You know exactly what I'm going on about right now. This was all your doing. You're so cruel. Just because you found a small scratch on your car doesn't mean you should jump at me saying I'm the one to blame. Cassidy, all you're doing is falsely accusing me of things. Then how come you knew I was talking about this scratch on my car? I never said what happened to my car yet, but you already knew. What? Hold on. After the way you started talking to me, I knew the only thing you could be talking about was a scratch you found on your car, okay? And there is no point trying to blame me for that scratch because I didn't do it. You brat! You're scaring me now. I might go tell my mom about how you're treating me right now. I'll let her know how you're starting to cuss at me right now. She might force you to stay away from my brother after that and have your marriage plans. How revolting. Do you have any clue how expensive this car was for me? What? Well, after having a good look at it, I could see that it's something an old man would drive, so I'm sure it was cheaper than cheap, right? I suppose I could pay you back for the damages to the car if you really want, considering I'd only have to give you $1 or $2 for that crap mobile. But it wasn't me who actually scratched the car, so there's not really a reason for me to give you any money. The next time you crack another one of those vexing jokes, I'm not going to let you off the hook so easily. I'm sure you see me as being too nice and too stupid to do anything about you, but you are far from wrong. What? Is that you threatening me now? Now I'm actually starting to get a little scared. I'll have to tell my mom about this as well now. She'll have to hear about how her son's fiancé is threatening to do something to her little girl. Then we'll see what ends up happening to you in your future with my brother. What the actual heck, you... I have to act now after what horrors I've already experienced from you so that you and my brother don't actually end up married. I'm going to tell my brother about this as well now, so you're better off moving as far away from here as possible to avoid his wrath. It's already been decided. Chris and I are going to be getting married whether you like it or not. Both of your parents have already said okay to it, and there is nobody who wants to change their mind about it now. I was just trying to warn you there, but you still try to ignore my word. Then I guess I'll have nothing else to say to you, and there will be no mercy in the future. I hope you're ready for what all is bound to come next. That right there is a ton more threatening than whatever I said to you earlier.
Cassidy, I'm so sorry. That scratch on your car, I'm positive it was Mimi that did it.
That's what I've been saying. I am so pissed off right now.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I don't get why, but that kid thinks she wants to pick a fight with you and make you her enemy. I've been yelling at her time and time again about what she's been doing, but all she replies to me with is that I'm being played by you. Well...
Has she always been so insufferable?
I suppose she has been. You could say that she has very strong delusions about how she's always the victim, but to put it into easier terms, she just really loves her family and wants to keep us all safe. And she's always been that way.
That's what I thought. She's even been saying things like that to me recently. And to her, she sees me as this leech who is trying to get into your family for your money. She seems to think that because your parents run a large company, I'm here to try and take all of the money they've earned away from them.
I see. So she really doesn't have any idea about what's really been going on. The thing is, though, she should be well aware of what's been happening, so why...
Well, she does have a lot going on in that little head of hers. But we can't do anything to change her views right now, so let's just get some distance from her and be careful with our wedding.
Yes, let's be as careful as possible. Until that day comes, though, I'm going to be talking with her and seeing if I can find out what's all behind her actions with you. You're not the kind of person that she seems to think you are, and if I tell her from the bottom of my heart that I really do love you, maybe that will change her mind.
I'm blushing a lot after hearing that. But I understand what you're wanting to do. It's no use having me talk with her anymore about things, so I'll leave this all in your hands and hope you come out with a better behaving sister.
I'm not feeling confident in any of this, but I'll try my best with her.
Cassidy, today's the day of your dream wedding, isn't it? How are things looking? Does it feel good to finally be at that stage of your life where you feel like you've latched onto my wealthy family and are able to suck all of our money away? I told you already that is not why I'm marrying your brother. Mimi, you talked with Chris more about this, right? We did have a small one-on-one chat about things before. And at that time, Chris explained to you that he's deeply in love with me, and that's why this marriage is happening, right? My brother is always saying the same exact thing to me, though, every single time, about how he loves you for being such an open-hearted woman and believing in him. He'll then go on about how he loves you so much that he'd take a bullet for you and such. And if I were saying that to you, I understand you not wanting to believe things. But you've heard it all from your own brother now. That is how he really feels about me, Mimi. Can't you just be happy to see your brother happy with the woman he loves and let things be? And that's why I've been saying, no matter how you guys try to spin it, what you've really done is brainwashed my brother. You're really that open-hearted of a woman. That has to be one of the best jokes he's ever told me. How could someone that attacks her fiancé's little sister and then threatens her be open-hearted and kind? I never attacked you back then, and that was not meant to be a threat. I've told you this before. Huh? But you called me a brat before, didn't you? That right there is you verbally harassing me, right? Yeah, fine, I guess I did call you a brat. But you can't call that verbal harassment. Sorry that you took it that way, but I really didn't mean for it to hurt you in any way. It's too late for apologies now, Cassidy. My heart has been hurt by you, and there is no way of healing that wound now. Aw, I've been hurt so badly by you, and I have no idea what might end up unfolding during your wedding today. Hey, I'm going to ask you this only one time. Please act like a civilized adult today. Today is a very important day for your brother and I, and there is a lot of money involved in it as well. Huh? It's not like any of that money was yours anyway, right? Stop acting like it's you who's having to pay for the wedding when I already know my family is the one having to write the check. Anyway, please just behave yourself today, please. This is my one and only wedding, and I want it to go perfectly. Shut up already. I'd hurry up and prepare myself if I were you. Cassidy, has that gone and taught you a lesson now? You really think I'm going to allow you to have this wedding with my brother today? How does it feel now after being pushed from behind into that pool out there? Your mother is being rushed to the hospital right now. What? What do you mean by that? Did something happen to my mom? Did you think you were aiming for me when you pushed your mother into that pool of water? What? Wait, that wasn't you back there that I shoved in? The person you shoved into that pool was your mother before you ran off like a little pansy. How the hell could you confuse her and I like that? And why would you even do something as ridiculous as that in the first place to anyone? What? Wait, but look. But wait, that's just a pool, so it shouldn't have hurt her too badly anyway, falling into it, right? And when you shoved her in like that, her foot was caught by the edge of the pool and twisted. She screamed out in pain after that, and it was obvious that her ankle was broken. That's why we had to call an ambulance to come and take her to the hospital. What? No way. What am I going to do? I never meant to... What have I done? Oh, that's it. I have to tell her. Hey, Chris, is Mom going to be okay? I've been trying to call her for 5 minutes now, but she won't pick up her phone.
Well, of course she's not going to pick up her phone right now because she's on her way to the hospital in pain. Mimi, what the actual frick were you trying to do?
I didn't think that it was Mom then.
Then tell me who the hell you thought that was you were shoving into the pool?
Well, that's not...
You thought that was Cassidy and you were trying to shove her into the pool, right? So what you're saying is if it had been Cassidy, you would have been totally fine with the outcome?
That's not what I'm wanting to say, but I really didn't think things could get out of hand as much as they have been. All I wanted to do was push Cassidy into the pool, and that's it. I thought it could be something we'd all laugh about and nothing else.
How the hell would we all laugh that off? Are you actually trying to get yourself disowned from the family now? Where the hell are you right now, you little crap? Have you run away from the wedding now, knowing very well that you'd get into trouble for this?
What? I'm already on a bus going home now. Tell me what hospital she's going to. I want to go and speak with Mom right now if I can.
No way. You're not coming to see Mom anymore. Do you know how pissed off Dad is right now? If you came here, there would have to be 2 people from our family being hospitalized. You just keep riding that bus back to the house, and when you get there, go to your damn room and think about how much of an ass beating you're getting when Dad gets home.
No way. Hey, please wait. I seriously didn't think that was Mom I was pushing in. That was all an accident.
So it would have been on purpose if you'd pushed Cassidy in? Is that what you're saying?
But Cassidy is trying to marry you in order to get all of our family's money, okay? You, Mom, and Dad, you've all been fooled into believing she's this kind and respectable woman.
Then show me. Where's the proof that she's trying to get to our money?
The proof? I don't have any proof of that. But just by looking at her, you can see what I mean, right? She looks like a complete failure to this society, and the makeup she uses is all cheap.
That's the way she likes to dress. Cassidy loves to wear just casual clothing, something that she can be relaxed in. When it comes to makeup, she likes to be minimalistic.
I heard that from her already, but her car, it looks so cheap.
That car looks cheap to you? That is a $120,000 sports car you're talking about.
What?
Cassidy happens to like the outdoors a lot and wanted a good car that had internals meant for both off-roading and riding the highway. Sure, the color she chose is a bit dated, but the actual car itself is far from dated and is very modern. It's not some cheap old car like you're thinking.
Hold on a second. I was not the one that went and scratched it, though. That was really not me that went and scratched her car. I'm serious right now.
Jesus Christ, why would you be bringing that up right now? Now you're just making yourself look like the one who did it.
But I just told you that I didn't do it. Believe me, Chris.
You think I'm gonna believe anything you say to me anymore? Everyone already knows you were the one that scratched her car.
It wasn't me, though. Hey, we shouldn't be talking about that anyway. How is Mom doing right now? Did you go with her?
I followed behind. She just got to the emergency room a little bit ago and is going in for surgery right now. I have no idea what else they're gonna find, though. She also hit her head at the bottom of the pool, so we have that to worry about as well.
What? But Cassidy told me that she just twisted her ankle and broke it during the fall.
Yeah, she did, but you pushed her in on the shallow side of the pool, which led to her hitting her head as well. After that, she was knocked unconscious for a little bit, and when she came to, she didn't know where she was and started to panic at the sight of her leg. She was then struck by lightning and lit ablaze by it before we put the fire out. She's not in a good place at all now because of you.
What the heck?
You get yourself prepared for when Dad comes home to see you. Now shut up and leave me alone.
Hey, Cassidy. That whole thing about my mom being taken to the hospital in an ambulance was a lie, right? I just figured that out after talking to my brother. Aha, so you figured it out? You must have been paying close attention there then. Tell me, how did you figure it out? He told me about how she had hurt her head after falling into the pool and breaking her ankle, but then went on about her being struck by lightning and being set on fire. Come on now, that was the easiest lie to figure out ever. What the heck? Is he an idiot or something? Then that means the person I ended up pushing into the pool really was you, Cassidy, right? And as a way of trying and making me feel bad, you guys made up that lie about it being my mom that I pushed in. Well, actually, you're wrong there. You really did end up pushing your mother into that pool. Although I kind of want to figure out if your eyesight is all right or not, because there's no way someone could confuse me with your own mother, even from the back. But is that so? Hey, can you please explain what's going on here to me? How is she reacting to this? Us lying to you about her was her idea after she got out of the pool, realizing you were the one that pushed her in. She told us that you have never once taken any responsibility for your actions before, but today would change that. She wanted to get your attention with that lie so you could understand the actual weight of your actions. The weight of my actions? But I didn't even do anything wrong today. Yes, I know. This time your mom came out unscathed and only a little bit shaken up, but when she was falling in, her high heel got caught on the ledge of the pool and the heel broke off. Had the heel not broken under that stress, it most definitely would have been her ankle. Oh. So she wanted to make sure you understood that today. And it's not just your mom that wants that, but your brother, your father, and myself. All four of us. I understand now, though. I can see now just how dangerous of a thing I did today. For the time being, this wedding is going to continue the way we had planned it. So we can all talk with you about this later, okay? There are plenty of things we have to make sure you take responsibility for before all of this can be over with. What? Plenty of things? Responsibility?
Mimi, have you finally learned your lesson after today?
Yes, I've learned my lesson. The fact that I was lied to today was a shock for me, though.
Had we not all done that to you, you would have never been able to see the consequences of your actions clearly. You'd better be thankful that something serious didn't end up happening, or else you'd be in even worse trouble.
But I still can't trust that Cassidy woman. She is surely after this family's money.
You already get it, don't you? Our company is far from being in good shape and is pretty much bankrupt now. All you're doing is using that poor young woman to try and run from the truth of our current situation. There is not a single person on this planet that would be wanting to join our family in order to get any money. Not a single person. If anything, most people are trying to get away from us now. People have known for a while now that our company has not been breaking even, and things have only gotten worse as every month passes by. It's like a bomb now that we're waiting to see cook off.
But even if that's the case, you guys are still running that company, right? It's not all over just yet. There's still a chance for the company to be revived and for you guys to start making more money from it again, right?
The reason the company hasn't gone completely under just yet is because of Cassidy.
What?
Cassidy has been the CEO of another company this whole time, and she's been using some of her money to help sustain ours financially.
What? Cassidy, she's a CEO.
That's right. And to be honest with you, she's a far better one than your dad has been, and with far more money than us. And the reason she's been giving us money to keep the company from dying is because she views us as her family. Because of that, we still have a company.
Is that so? But why has Cassidy never told me anything about all of that?
Because she didn't want to cause any imbalance in your guys' relationship. She didn't want to be seen as your in-law, but as your sister, your older sister. That's what she's always been saying to us.
Cassidy wanted that? But is that really something you can say to me without her knowing, Chris?
What?
Well, she was trying to hide something like that from me this whole time, right?
I'm sorry, could you act like you never heard anything about that from me? Actually, that was all a lie. Sorry. Actually, everything I just said to you about Cassidy was a lie. Cassidy is a seriously greedy person who's been trying to get to our money this whole time and won't let me go. She's a monster.
Chris, you are so bad at lying to me. There was a camera overlooking that area? That's right. And on that garage, I have a sensor that turns on the camera whenever it detects motion. And that's why when you came close to my car then, the camera was turned on and started to record you. And there you were, standing next to my car with a small knife, putting a scratch all the way down the side of it. The camera records in 1440, so if you say that it would be hard to tell it was really you using a knife, we can zoom in and see it clearly. But if you already had video of me doing it, why didn't you tell me sooner? I was planning on forgiving you for what you'd done. That car already cost me a lot of money, and getting work done on it is also very expensive. You are still very young, so you probably didn't know that at the time, and I thought that by talking things out with you, you'd come to understand that. But because I never went and just punished you for what you'd done outright, something even worse, like what you've done today, happened. That's why I can no longer think about forgiving you any until you've taken responsibility for what you've done and are punished. This is all for your sake, Mimi. Understood. Thank you so much for that. What was that? I didn't expect you to thank me for that. Yeah, I really misunderstood you, Cassidy. Actually, I was doing it on purpose that whole time. I was never able to accept the fact that my family's company was going under and wouldn't get any better. That's what I was kind of thinking from the start. But you never said anything about how you were helping us with that, instead wanting to keep this balanced between you and I. And that's why what my brother was saying about you was true. You are a very kind and open-hearted woman. I would like to become someone as respectable as you, Cassidy, and that's why starting today, I'm going to work towards that. I see. Then I'll work on supporting you through your growth. Wait, who did you hear about that from? About me helping your family? What? You just said that I was helping you guys out, right? I was trying to make sure all of that stayed a secret from you. Hold on, that was the wind. Wait. I didn't hear anything from anyone, actually. That was nothing at all. I knew it. You and your brother are both terrible at lying. After that, Chris and I were able to finish our wedding in a safe and happy manner. I then made sure that Mimi ended up paying for my car to have that scratch repainted, and her mom made sure Mimi paid her for the completely ruined dress and for pushing her into that pool. The total ended up being close to $20,000 in the end, so now that girl is having to work her butt off at a couple of different part-time jobs while putting the money into her loan. She was already going to college at the time, so with having to work a couple of jobs and now going home to her parents to help with their company, she is one very busy 20-year-old. I do feel, though, that all of this hard work that she's having to be put through will change her for the better. Mimi and I haven't really talked at all since my wedding, but I'm sure come the holidays, Chris and I will be going back to his parents' place and we'll see her in person again. As for the family's company itself, with the help of their daughter now, and a couple more months of me giving them money, that family's company will get back on its feet and hopefully become independent from me again. A lot of things happened recently, but I like to think that the ending was great in pretty much everyone's case, and I'm happy for that. My car's even been completely repainted now, and you can't tell at all that it had a bad scratch running all the way down it, thankfully. Now, I still have my company to look after, so I'm going back to putting all my focus into it, while Chris and I start our new lives together as a married couple. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.